So in terms of content, what are your main tips for someone that's putting out content, but more importantly, truly authentic content, like something like, like.
I mean, I would say.
I think it's unique to everybody.
I'll try to give like 5 good points.
Yeah.
Number 1 is just consistency. Consistency is important for the algorithm, but it's also important because everything is trial and error. The more you try, the more you fail, the more you learn. So it's just a try, fail, adapt, and then repeat the process. The more consistent you are, the more learning you have, the quicker you can start to learn what works and what doesn't. Number 2, I'd say is like you were saying, authentic. Like, be yourself. Like, you're good at something, lean into it.
Yep.
Because nobody can be you. So it's like nobody can try to be the guy that is going to bear crawl 31 miles and then is going to do all the things that you're going to do. Yeah. So it's like you can't try to imitate and be somebody else on social media because then you lose what's unique to you. Number 3, I'd say is try to study kind of what's working, what's not. Like, try to just make your videos a little bit better every single time. So it's like, how can you make it visually more appealing? Get a better camera. How can you make it sound better, right? Get a better mic. How can it visually look like a better experience for the person who's watching? Adding words to the screen. I think that's a big thing, is like
details.
If you can watch it without words and then watch it with words and you feel like you're getting the same thing, I feel like it's good, because a lot of people don't listen to a post. So it's like if there are words on the screen, it looks cool, all that kind of stuff, they're going to be more apt to watch it. Just try to think of another one.
I think it's important. I think the one thing I'll add, because I agree with all of those, is after you post something, like you said, you need to ask yourself. You need to be asking yourself the question: did I make someone's life better today?
You have to know that. You have to know why you're posting it.
Right. You know, what do I want people to gain from this post? And do I feel like I got that point across effectively?
Yeah, 100%.
And I help someone.
Exactly. Like, what's my message? How can I get it across in the most efficient way, most enjoyable way possible? And why am I posting this, and how does this build towards a larger vision of why I'm even on social media in the first place?
Right.
Like, are you just posting to post? Are you posting to build a brand so you can sell a product, or so you can influence people, so then you can, why are you on social media? I think people just fucking post to post. Like, what are you doing that for?
That's what I also meant by strategy. And
Yeah.
I think post it, ask the questions. You know, did I provide value today? Why am I posting this? And then repeat the process. And then you ask yourself, if this post didn't do well, why didn't it do well?
Yeah.
What value could have provided here that I didn't?
Yeah.
How could I have done this differently?
Yeah.
And then do that. And then it's just that's what I do after every video. It's like, how could I have said this message better? If I read it, if you read your post and you're still confused about it, and you because you get what you're trying to say, and if it's not exactly what you're trying to say, don't put it out there.
Yeah.
It's not a rush. It's like you said, you're building a brand.
Yeah.
Take your time. Make sure you get across what you want to say, because you only have people's attention for so long.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be posting nonsense for 3 years. Once people pin you, like, I'm not gaining anything from this person, it's really hard to get that back.
Yeah,
It's like your word.
Yeah.
Once you lose your word, it's really hard to get it
Yeah.
back. It's the same thing on social media.
Yeah.
So don't take your time. This shit takes a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm not even half of the way there, but you
Maybe
gotta start now.
Yeah.
Because it takes a long time.
Yeah. I think another tip is try to study, put yourself in the person who's watching it shoes.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you watch it in the first 3 seconds, are you going to slide away, or are you going to stay? So it's like, you got to learn how to capture attention, how to keep attention. But it's also just like, if I'm in the person whose shoes, who doesn't really know what I know, is this going to make sense? Is this going to be valuable for the person because it makes sense to you, and that's the tough thing that I have, is trying to put out complex stuff, because that's what, I feel like the simple stuff is okay, everybody knows it. But I have to remember, not everyone knows what I know. So it's even me putting out something that seems so simple to me is revolutionary to other people, or gain so much value. So it's I got to continuously put myself in the shoes of the person who's watching the video and realize, okay, are they understanding what I'm saying? And am I keeping their attention well enough?
Yeah. Is it digestible?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think those are some solid tips.
Yeah. Just, at the end of the day, the amount of work you're putting into it, 2, the questions you're asking yourself, and 3, if you feel good about your content. So if you can answer all those questions and you feel good about it, you're on the right track.
Yeah.
But